Power 7 podcast in full effect. It's your boy, the almighty Nicodemus, back again on the blessed morning, day after Halloween. It's a little chilly down here in Texas, but I like it, you know. Originally from Michigan, so I don't mind this cold weather. Feels good, it's comfortable, it's relaxing, you know. Sometimes the heat have you a little bit up, you know what I'm saying? The sun be shining, make the black man go. Sometimes when it's just cool down, you can relax. You know what I mean? It's always good to relax. Always good to relax. So I got a couple topics today, this morning. One of them, James Harden goes to the Clippers. I know I don't talk sports too much. I'm not a big sports dude, but I'm not ignorant of sports. But James Harden goes to the Clippers. You know, that whole situation was weird. You know, the general manager, you know, told James he was going to give him some money. Come time to negotiate, general manager doesn't say anything, and instead of the general manager telling James Harden, hey, look, man, you know, the bosses, they not finna sign off on this. Then they can go from there. But I think it was whack on the GM's part, Daryl Morey, to not actually just give James Harden that information. He deserved that. You know, anybody does. You don't just not tell nobody anything and just leave them hanging. You know, but two wrongs don't make a right. I'll say that at the end of the day. Bro, you still up under a contract. Show up for work. So I guess because of the way the situation goes down, they sent him to the Clippers. I don't know. Seems like a weird team for him to get. Philadelphia got a lot for a couple first-round picks. A couple good players, too. Don't ask me to name them because I can't remember. But it didn't seem like a bad deal for the Sixers, honestly, at the end of the day. So the Clippers might have got the raw end. We'll see while the season goes on. Kawhi stays hurt. Paul stays hurt. Westbrook is not the most consistent cat. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Another topic that I have. Excuse me. For some strange reason, kept coming up on all my For You, on my socials, my Twitter, or formerly as Twitter, my X, kept popping up there, kept popping up. On the TikTok is this guy, I guess he's a food critic, or he reviews restaurants. I'm not even really a food critic, but a guy who's got a big following, you know, just going to restaurants, checking them out, and critiquing them. Yeah, I guess he is a food critic. It's been trending, I guess, because it's been a back and forth about this guy, Keith Lee, about, I guess he went to some, like, celebrity catered establishment or celebrity-owned establishment or some type of popular establishments in Atlanta. I don't understand why things dealing with Atlanta was popping up on my For You. I ain't from Atlanta. I'm in Texas. I ain't from Texas, but I live in Texas. I don't know why I'm hearing about this, but it kept popping up. Two sides. One side is mad at this guy because the guy gave these places bad reviews. But the people have spoken. Because they're like, hey, man, this guy went to the place. But I guess he sends his family in first to the place to see how it goes, and then he goes behind them. And so I guess these places didn't treat his family well, or the individuals he sent in. They didn't treat him well, but when they saw him, they tried to treat him really good. And, hey, give him the whole red carpet treatment. You know what I mean? The Coming to America rose petals on the ground treatment. He was like, yo, that's That's whack. Which I understand that. And I understand the people being like, saying that's whack. Some people make a good point when they're like, hey, this guy, is a celebrity. He got 13 million followers. His word and his opinion or his critique, can affect businesses. Yes, it has, and it can, and it will. So they're like, he's going to get treated like that. That comes with the territory. But the people are spoken. The people are saying, listen, just because you can tap dance, dribble a basketball, sing, rap, slide down a stripper pole, don't mean you better than everybody else who are patronizing the business. I'm patronizing your business. I'm spending money at your business too. I should be treated with the same quality service as everyone else. Nobody should be able to come, jump in line in front of me, I guess, unless they got a reservation. Or they just pop it in just because of their name. I don't want to hear it. That's just the era that we in too, and I don't have a problem with it. Honestly, it's like, listen, that shit is over with. Social media is starting to kill that celebrity bullshit. It's gonna start waning. And so it seems like that guy exposes. It's like, everybody should be getting treated with the same good customer service. And hell, even if you want to give a celebrity some preferential treatment, that don't mean you treat the other people like shit because they ain't celebrities. Like I said, they're patronizing your business. They should be treated and given quality customer service, treated like people and respected because they're patronizing your business. They came out their house to spend money with you. So the food is going to leave your people tips and stuff like that. So the food should be on point and the customer service should be on point. So I'm cool with that. You don't treat some other people better and treat other people like shit that's giving you money. Come on now. And it's people that's actually siding with the business. It's like, the dude say, hey, this is what it is, or this is how I was treated, or this compared to that. You can't get mad at that. And like, something got to be wrong with you if you think that because somebody has a name, they should be treated better than others. Like I said, if they want to get some type of preferential treatment because they got they got some type of influence, I get that. That don't mean you give the people shitty customer service as well. It's already bad enough they got to see a motherfucker jumping in front of line and them to get the table and they've been waiting for a long time. And on top of that, you're going to treat me like I'm doing you a favor? So, I feel that. And then last but not least, of course, y'all, 2023, hip-hop is 50, right? Let's start celebrating hip-hop without just talking about the rappers, all right? All I seem to notice, anytime we talk about hip-hop, we're only talking about rappers. If it's not rappers, it's producers. And it's always the same old song and dance. Who's better, Biggie or Nas? Did the fat boys make up fat shoelaces or was it skinny boys? It's always these fucking comparisons of just rappers and producers. Oh, I would love to hear DJ Premier with Eminem. Always that shit. Bro, there's DJs out here. You don't hear about the history, nobody breaking down it, and I'll probably need to do it since I'm complaining about it. But you want to hear, I'm like, let's talk about the DJs. Let's talk about the B-boys. Let's talk about hip-hop. Because hip-hop ain't just the music, it ain't just the rap. Let's talk about the graffiti artists, the guys who was bombing trains back in the day. Let's talk about that because it's part of the culture. It ain't just rap music. That ain't it. Rap music and producers ain't all that make up hip-hop. There's DJs, there's B-boys, there's graffiti writers. And I've heard none of the other two mentioned. Heard nothing about no graffiti writers. Heard nobody talking about nothing about no DJs. Other than Kool Herc started hip-hop. Heard nobody talking nothing about no B-boys. Nothing. Just the rappers and the producers. It's always the cats from like 86 to now. It's always the same thing. Is the new generation better than the old generation? Old heads, young heads, mumble rap, mumble crap. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? So, let's talk about the whole thing. And I'm glad I brought that up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna do a history lesson on some graph writers. Most of the time, the only thing people know about any graffiti writers, most likely in hip hop, they probably know, oh, Basquiat. Jay-Z said his name or some bullshit like that. Niggas probably don't even know who Fab Five Freddy is. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying? You probably do if you're my age, if you're ancient, if you're a old head, but you know, just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, let's celebrate all aspects of hip hop because it's not only the music. I know we love comparing rappers and doing all of that stuff, but we gotta talk about the other parts and the aspects of what made this thing the whole culture that it is. Because when it was out, it was all of that stuff that, you know, for me, made me fall in love with it. Because it was the aesthetics of the culture, not just the music. It was the fashion, it was the graffiti, it was the breakdancing, it was the DJing and the scratching and the cutting and the mixing and the beat juggling and all of that. So let's touch on that, y'all. Once again, it's your boy, the Almighty Nicodemus, Power 7 Podcast. Peace.